YouTube, what is up? So tonight we're going to be looking at the Dani Moonstar. This is a Walgreens exclusive. She's a member of the New Mutants, and the best thing probably about this figure is going to be the extra head sculpts. So we get a 3-in-1, as we should already know by now, right? We also get it packaged Karma in package. We get the Karma, who is more or less the leader. Well, in the beginning of the New Mutants comic book line, she's pretty much the de facto leader of that team. She came along 2 years prior to the New Mutants as a group and appeared in issue 100. I believe that was a Marvel team up, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, she was in that book, and we also have Pharaoh, Rain Sinclair, who is from Mirror Island, and she was discovered by Lauren McTaggart, who connected her with Professor X, and that's how she pretty much became a member of the New Mutants. Daniel Moonstar, Native American. She has like abilities to impose people's fear on themselves. And with that being said, I just watched the New Mutants trailer for the movie that's going to be coming out in 2020, and I'm thinking that Daniel Moonstar is probably going to be the main character in this movie, just based upon what I've seen in the previews. But who knows? That's just speculating. Um, Also, another thing, maybe even um, what's the guy's name? The Jesus Christ, the Shadow King. He might even have a role in there with him in the comic book line, at least, taking over Karma. And as we all know, that he can enter different people and pretty much take over their bodies and do as he will with them. But that's neither here nor there. That movie looks like it's gonna be pretty good, and I'm pretty excited for it. So let's go ahead and crack these open. As you can see, we have four, and many of you are probably questioning why I get four of them. We only get three head sculpts. Um, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say that we all know that Ilyana Rasputin Magic was part of this group as well, and I would like to maybe get her in a uniformed look with these other three. So I've seen people doing it already. It was something initially that I was gonna try to do with an extra Kitty Pride, because to me this kind of resembled the way the uniforms looked more so than the uniform that we're getting with the Danny Moonstar. I believe the uniform looked more like this. However, I couldn't find an extra Kitty Pride, and that head doesn't really sit well on this body or that peg. And it could be the same for this, since she was placed on a smaller buck, as we know. So that peg may not fit. So we might have to do some work on getting that head and possibly the arm on. Um, well, that's gonna be it for now. I know you guys are probably getting bored, but you know what? If you guys don't know, Chris Claremont actually wrote the Marvel graphic novel number 4, which came out in 1982, which pretty much introduced the New Mutants to us, and some of the other members included Sunspot, Cannonball, and Magic. Like I said, Cipher, and we know that they pretty much went up against the Hellfire Club and Donald Pierce, and we had Professor X, like I mentioned earlier, trying to help out, which he was reluctant to, and Lauren McTaggart eventually talked him into helping this group out since he felt like he was somewhat of a failure with the X-Men in regards to the passing of Jean Grey and other members and stuff like that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and crack these open. All right, so here we have three out of package so far. Um, yeah. So when purchasing this, I'm gonna suggest you guys look at the paint apps because all right, we'll just dive right into that. So looking at the so here's two of the Dani Moonstar heads out of the four, and none of which have really any issues. So it shouldn't be a problem with finding one that looks pretty good. So the fourth one I have yet to open, but that one looked fine. As far as the Karma head goes, that one has a few issues, and we'll take a look at that here. And it's not going to be as easy uh, to see, unfortunately, because of the way that they're in package. And if you give me just a second, I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about. Trying to port this on. Okay. So here's one. And if you look at that, well, on camera, it doesn't look that bad, the truth. But this is not. Well, it's, excuse me. It's some of the yellow is bleeding on the black, and some of the black is seeping through the yellow. But unfortunately, maybe because it's the lighting, you're not going to be able to see it there. And then this one appears to have more overspray. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but it's okay. Let's just do it this way. So you see how much darker this one is as opposed to this? And let's get a better look at that. And then you have spots where it's the black is bleeding through. So, and this one here that I actually put on her is the has the better paint app of those three. So that one looks a lot better. So if you're gonna buy multiple, you're gonna more than likely have to switch out some of these heads. Let's see. I really didn't see much with the Pharaoh. Let's see if I can port this on. And that is actually a good looking figure. Good looking head sculpt, I mean. So that's not bad at all. And the other, this one looks like it has some issue with the teeth. Wow, that just popped right off. All right, this is not cool. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little better. Or it looks like the bottom teeth on this one aren't painted. Kind of looks like she has her tongue out. And let's see this one on the figure. Really didn't check this one out too much, but yeah. Let me see that. So you can see that this one's teeth is not painted all the way either. So, wow. Are all three of them like that? Or maybe that's just the way it is. Well, maybe they're just that way. And maybe I'm making something up that's not really there. No, or See, like this one looks like it has top and bottom teeth, where the other two don't. So, yeah. Anyway, as far as the bodies are concerned, you're going to get a lot of issues where this peak here is going to be looks like the black over the yellow, and some of the yellow is bleeding through. And then here you just have some rough lines here as well. Black on the yellow here, which I mean isn't too bad, but you're gonna have all these little issues like that there. And we're on this side, it looks pretty good. But yeah, so just keep that in mind as you're purchasing. And I hope these videos help you, maybe even learn a couple things. And you can see that peak there on Pharaoh, not good. Still some fading or bleeding over here. And this one's not too bad, but yeah, the yellow's not sharp enough. And yeah, so just keep that in mind. Hasbro's doing what they can, and I know we're having a lot of QC issues with these. Let's go ahead and remove that. Whereas this one, I'm not sure if this is gonna be the best one out of the four, because the other one in package looked pretty flawless. I'm talking about like, well, we got some issue here with the paint. Nobody cares about the backside, but up in here. But you can probably just move this and make it look good. But anyway, it is what it is. And I know you guys get tired of hearing that. However, sorry. Someone was asking about whether or not you can use this body for Dani Moonstar. I don't know why you would. But you can also put Kitty Pryde's head on, and it's a little wobbly. Excuse the wolf hands on her, but that's not going to work. You can use this body for Dani if you wished. And let's see. Yeah, that's a tight fit. Another thing to keep in mind. Whoa, wrong side. Sorry about that. Is the ponytails do plug in and out here. So one just fell out. No biggie. Now this is the one that I think is not gonna fit, but let's just see if we can get it on there. And I feel like I'm gonna break it. So just to give you an idea of what other people are doing, they're putting this head on and giving us a New Mutants magic, removing the arm here and then replacing it with the other arm from the Walgreens exclusive magic, with this arm, if you can see that. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. I know these are, how could I say this? These are costing at one point upwards of $50-$60 a piece. I actually kind of jumped the gun, bought two of them for around $30. The other two I paid retail for. I'm just gonna say be patient. I know it's gonna be tough trying to get your hands on 3 or even 4 if that's what you want. But just be patient. The holidays are coming. I think we're gonna see these flooding stores pretty soon, along with the Emma Frost. Emma Frost is already overflowing in stores at this moment as we speak. And if you haven't found her, like I said, just be patient. Holidays are coming. Um, if you want the read up there, there's probably no point in getting the UPC. Unfortunately, I know these sold out online within a hurry. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where you're gonna have to hunt down in store. I don't think Walgreens has an app where you can. They do have an app, but it's not like you're gonna be able to locate it in store. When it was online, you were able to order it online. You were able to see what stores had it nearby. However, since it's sold out online, there's no information or no way to check whether or not a store in your area would have it. So I hope this information helps. Please like, subscribe, and as always, take care and definitely subscribe. Another thing, I'm probably close to 400 subs. Let's see if we could push this channel to 1,000. I'd appreciate it. And as always, I answer all your questions if you guys comment. And yeah, take care.